Imagine your trading app is down on a big day. So market is very good. You want to do the transaction and you want to capitalize that moment. But that moment your trading app is down. The similar kind of incident happened in US on March 2nd, 2020.
In the meantime, experiencing more outages this morning. Kate Rooney is here at the exchange to explain. Kate. Hey, Morgan. Robinhood traders stuck on the sideline yet again. The trading startup saw 2 days of outages last week during another historic market day. Today, again, you see tons of red on the signs here at the stock exchange and another 1,000-point drop for the Dow. The startup, meanwhile, once again saying it's seen, quote, major outages on equities, options, and crypto trading this morning. Robinhood says it's now been partially restored.
So friends, on the March 2020, it is a big day in the decade. So people are open. The Robinhood is in Zerodha, like Zerodha in India, Robinhood in US, and they want to do the transaction, but it is down. It is down for not 1 hour, not 2 hours, not 3 hours. It is 17 hours. 17 hours, the app was not responding. So, like SEBI in US also, there is some organization that is safeguarding the investor benefit, and that SEC is kept on Robinhood. Why this app is down at this critical moment? So when the postmortem done, why the Robinhood is not responding at that critical time, right? On the postmortem, it is revealed that the Robinhood database server is fully occupied, right? The CPU is 100% and the traffic is unprecedented. Initially, the engineers of Robinhood thought that this maybe servers are not able to bear the load of the request. They spin off new servers. So when they spin off new servers, more requests are coming to database, the situation get even more worse. The situation, the problem is at the data point, that is the choke point, that is a bottleneck, not the servers, right? So then how they will going to solve the problem and what is the consequence of this incident? The consequence is SEC finds $70 million on Robinhood. So if you convert the $70 million Indian rupees, see, $1 million is equal to 9.5 crores and $10 million maybe 95 crores and $70 million is 95 into 7, maybe 600, 650 crores, right? That's more than that one. That is the huge fine on the Robinhood because of the thing the database server is unable to take the load. The reason is there is no cache layer on the database server. Every request is hitting to database directly. There is no cache on the database. Because of that, 17 hours downtime. They took 17 hours to make the system, resume the system. Okay. And that much, that is the important of caching nowadays, right? The similar kind of load on the Stack Overflow, the Stack Overflow is managing with only 5 web servers and 2 database servers, but it's efficient, aggressive caching. A Stack Overflow can serve 1.3 billion page views per year with 0 outages, right? So that is the significance of caching. We need to implement caching in a proper manner or else the business would be at risk like Robinhood. Now, as a MuleSoft architect, as a MuleSoft developer, what would be your um, activity for caching, right? So we need to design the caching at the design phase itself, not an implementation phase. Okay. While design phase itself, you need to properly design which endpoint you want to cache and what is the time to leave everything at the design phase itself, right? And it's better to implement cache at the gateway level, not at the code level, gateway level. There is HTTP caching policy. you need to better to implement the caching at the gateway level so that each and every request will be cached, right? And yeah, you need to consistently enforce on all environments. So like you need to define the proper time to live based on the request. It is aggressive real-time request, time to live will be less. And it will to retrieve the country list. Those country list won't change in decades. So you can put a permanent, right? And next thing is you need to uh, implement this caching in three ways in MuleSoft, like using object store, and you can use the cache scope, and you can use the HTTP proxy caching. This is gateway level. So these are different ways to implement the cache in MuleSoft that we can discuss in a detailed while implementation. But this session is only for to understand the important of caching, how the businesses will be in risk if they didn't implement a caching in a proper manner. Like Robinhood got $70 million as a fine, right? So keep that in view and implement proper caching in your projects. So we see with a different architecture insight in the next session.